What's up, everyone? Thanks for tuning in to our first review. I'm Jeff with NerdNight.com, and today we'll be reviewing Oregon Trail. The game is based off of the original from the 1970s, but has some key differences. The biggest of these differences is the zombies, but the goal remains the same: to get from the East Coast to the West Coast. When it comes to hunting, a lot has changed here. For example, it's much more thrilling because instead of hunting animals, you're actually being hunted by zombies, all for some simple food, a couple of supplies. Nothing too crazy. To me, this makes the game a whole lot more interesting and far more dangerous. What's also worth mentioning is the graphics. They're more on par with Oregon Trail 2, and they look amazing. Too many remakes have shot themselves in the foot by making it too cartoony and ultimately doesn't feel like the exact same game you played as a kid. It's funny, even though the content is so wildly different, this game feels more related to the classic Oregon Trails than any of the recent remakes. The best part is it can do this without sacrificing its fun demeanor and often really comical Easter eggs. A great example of this is characters, locations, even movie posters from some of your favorite zombie media, like the prison from The Walking Dead, or a Planet Terror poster from a location that you visited. Even Ash makes an appearance from The Evil Dead. Oregon Trail keeps you on the tip of your toes with intense boss battles, like driving through a herd of undead deer or being chased down by a ruthless biker gang. Toppled with the random events that could lead to deaths in your party, this game is so random you can't help but being excited to see what happens next. This game really does feel similar to games like Mass Effect or Old Republic when it comes down to decisions. You can't help but ask yourself, what if I had, or what if I hadn't? This makes for great replayability, which is definitely needed as this game could be completed in anywhere under 2 hours. Now, speaking to the shortness of the gameplay, this could be a good thing or a bad thing. My biggest complaint when it comes to mobile games is its length. I first found this game for my iPhone, and I found myself hooked almost immediately, because it was so easy to pick up and play and put down whenever needed. And I feel like because most games are played on 15-minute breaks or while waiting for an appointment, it feels like this game could really be completed at any rate or at any time. I also don't want to skip past the music in the game, or any of the sounds really. The audio is really cool here, and it feels very classic. So when it comes down to it, my only real complaint is that the game had a couple of bugs on the PC version. For example, here I ventured off on a daring side quest and found myself into a pretty nasty bug. The only fix I could really find for it was restarting the game, but fortunately I was able to load a save from moments earlier. So what is the verdict on Oregon Trail? Personally, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10, but what does that mean for you? Probably not a whole lot. So if you did enjoy the original Oregon Trail, it's definitely worth picking up. If you're a fan of The Walking Dead, you'll probably want to pick it up. Or really, if you're any type of zombie fan, it's probably worth picking up. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next review.